Resolved, the United Nations should adopt a resolution decrying or demanding an end to the annual dolphin hunt in Taiji, Japan. Before starting my analysis, I would like to offer one definition. Dictionary.reference.com tells us that when used in second or third person, should is utilized to indicate command, obligation, or determination. Thus, the resolution asks prop to demonstrate an obligation while op is tasked with proving no obligation exists. Other definitions are assumed to be contextually defined, but I reserve the right to offer definitions should they become points of clash in the debate. Contention 1. Dolphins are unique. According to Kevin Lichty, Nova Southeastern University on University Wire, February 28, 2014, dolphins have deeply complex and rich social lives. They have names for each other and a language. They imagine and dream. Dan Reeder, writing on Orlando Centennial on February 10, 2014, states, details about dolphins' cognition continues to mystify modern scientists. Their evolution has led to the development of an extracerebral lobe, the paralimbic, which assists in transmitting and perceiving acoustical images. Their communicative abilities approach the telepathic. He continues, it's a higher functioning, perhaps sentient being. Certainly, it is more self-aware than the ape. By this reason alone, it is unacceptable to butcher these animals. Finally, Dr. Diana Reese, director of the New York Aquarium's Marine Mammal Research Program, notes, there is a solid foundation of scientific evidence indicating that dolphins possess the mental and emotional capacities for pain and suffering on par with great apes and humans. Since its inception, the UN has passed resolutions designed to prevent unnecessary pain and suffering by humans at the hands of other humans, such as the Genocide Convention and the Standard Minimum Rules for the Treatment of Prisoners. The logic justifying these texts directly transfers to the treatment of any sentient species at the hands of another, warranting the UN to decry the Taiji hunt on moral and ethical levels. Contention 2. The hunts are anachronistic. Lichty observes, there is no need for Japan to continue this practice. They are no longer a subsistence culture relying on this meat for their survival. Rather, one of the richest nations in the world. Dolphin meat is no longer needed to sustain Taiji's residents. As we'll see later, it is doing more harm than good. Dr. Naomi Rose, scientist for the Humane Societies International, notes, it is bad enough the Japanese use outdated or no science to determine their kill quotas, but the suffering they cause the dolphins before death is unconscionable. The International Court of Justice, the judicial organ of the UN, denounced Japan on April 8, 2014 for its failure to prove the science behind its continued whaling efforts. The UN should decry the Taiji hunt on similar grounds, forcing the nations to demonstrate sound science with dolphins. Contention 3. Human health threatened. According to the May 23, 2010 article by Boyd Harnell in the Japan Times, research study done on 1,137 residents of Taiji discovered average methylmercury levels are 11 parts per million for men and 6.63 for women, compared to the average of 2.47 for men and 1.64 for women at 14 other locations in Japan. The cause for this disparity is dolphin meat itself. Dr. Sarah Graham in the May 20, 2003 issue of Scientific American stated samples of stripped dolphin meat surpassed Japanese mercury levels regulations by 160 times. According to the U.S. National Library of Medicine's Human Health Effects of Methylmercury Exposure form from 2009, MEHG easily penetrates the blood-brain barrier and causes damages to the central nervous system. Furthermore, its effects are irreversible. Even if you feel Taiji has the right to hunt dolphins, this danger proves an independent reason for the UN to decry the hunt due to its mandate for public rights of health. Dr. Paul Waihi, chief physician for the Faroe Islands Department of Occupational Medicine, Public Health, summarized the issue at best, telling the Japan Times, health issues are more important than tradition. For these three reasons, please affirm.